Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For my video today, I am going to be doing a review of my newest bag in my collection, which is my Coach Rowan Satchel. So I've had this about 2 months. I feel like I've used it quite a bit, enough to give you the pros and cons and my overall feelings about the bag. I also am going to show you what fits inside. So let's just start by taking a look at the bag itself. Again, it is called the Rowan Satchel, and this one is the puffy version. They do have other versions that come in their signature canvas, but they had, well, at one time they had 3 different colors. This lilac color, then they also have a black, and they have sort of like a lime green. So right now these bags are on sale, so if you are a fan, I would suggest that you check out my link down below now, because they really are at a great price, and it really is a very nice bag for the money. So the bag is about 10 inches wide. Or long. It is about, I would say about 7.5 inches tall, and then it's about 5 to 5.5 inches wide. So it is a small satchel. It is a little bit smaller than the Speedy 25, just for reference. However, it does have a really nice presence because of the puffy quilting. So I'm going to remove my little scarf here. This is a Coach scarf, by the way. I do like to put it on here just because I think it dresses it up a little bit, but I want to remove that so you can get a better look at the bag. And as you can see, the leather is all diamond quilted, and it's super puffy, and it feels really, really soft to the touch. It has a beautiful surface or smoothness about it. All the sides are puffy. The back, the sides, and then on the bottom it has one large strip of leather, which is really nice and thick. So the thickness of the leather is a very substantial, beautifully crafted leather. So really quality materials put in this. It has the 2 articulated handles here, and on the back of this bag is a slip pocket, which is, I think, a fantastic feature. Those of us who like to carry our satchel bags, a lot of times this is the feature that's kind of missing from the bag, because this is an area where you can pop something in there. You can put your phone in there, you can put your car keys, and it's really accessible and easy. So I wish more manufacturers would do that, because it really is a great, great feature of this bag. Most of the time I just keep it unzipped, and I will put my phone in there, kind of stand it up so I have access to it very easily. All right, another good thing about this, I'm going to go over all the pros of the bag first. So I absolutely love the look of the bag. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and the leather is really, really top quality. I really like the hardware that they have used. So you may be familiar with, more reasonably priced bags. Sometimes the hardware isn't quite up to snuff, but the hardware on these bags is really, really nice. It has these beautiful little clips here. It's all silver tone, so all 3 colors do have the silver tone hardware, but very nicely made. And it also has this swivel end here, so you don't have to worry about your strap twisting in any way. You just will, it will swivel and adjust as you need it to. And it also opens up a little bit. So the zipper starts over on the side of the bag, and it goes all the way across to down the other side of the bag, which makes it that much roomier and easier to get into. So again, those of you who are familiar with the Speedy 25, you probably know that the Speedies just stop at the end of the top of the bag, which can make it a little bit of a tighter squeeze, but the Speedy B goes down on the side, and so does the zipper on the Rowan Satchel, which I think is a great, great feature. So you can really open up the bag nicely and pull it open with the handles and get access into your belongings there. All right, I have this stuffed with all of my belongings, so I'll try to work around that. Another feature that I love is that it has feet on the bottom, which is really nice. So if you're someone who is very conscious of where you're going to put your bag, this will give you that little extra layer of protection. I personally never put my bags down on the ground, on the floor. I just can't do it, but it's still nice to know if I'm going to put them on any surface, on a table, on a desk, or something like that, that there is that little added layer of protection. So all of the stitching in here is really beautiful. It's evenly matched as well. So all of these diamonds You can see that it's very symmetrical from this side and this side. It really matches well. So that's something else that I really like about the bag. They really took the time to craft it properly, and that says a lot about Coach, in my opinion. Now, the interior of the bag has a rather dark fabric lining. So it's kind of like a very, very dark brown, almost like a chocolate brown. And that is probably going to be the only con that I can think of about this bag, is that because of the dark lining, it can tend to be a little bit of a black hole. And for someone like myself who struggles a little bit with my close vision, usually I have to reach for my reading glasses, and that can be a real problem, but it's not an insurmountable problem. So for me, this is not a deal breaker. What I would probably do, and what I probably going to end up doing, is get myself a nice bag liner or a bag organizer for this bag in a nice bright color, so that I can actually see all of my belongings. That's what I do with my Speedy 25 in the Epi Noir. Basically it's a black hole. I got a nice pink liner for it, and now I can find everything in it, and that is exactly what I think I'm going to do with this bag. It will have to be a little bit of a smaller liner because the bag itself is slightly smaller than the Speedy, but really a very nice overall structure to the bag. Really a beautifully made bag, and I'm very, very pleased with it. And I have to say, for this price point, it's really more than you might expect. I like Coach. I've really been loving Coach recently. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on my entire Coach collection, and I had said in that video that I really have been enjoying their styles. And when I saw this bag, especially in this color, I just couldn't resist. I used to have a YSL Lulu in the puffy leather, and it was a beautiful bag. It really was. It was so soft and squishy, and I loved the feel of it, but unfortunately it didn't function well for me because of this actual structure of it. I found very difficult to get things in and out of that bag, and because of that I ended up selling it along. So I had been craving another quilted bag, and while I'm saving up for my Chanel 19, which is my ultimate goal, I thought I would go ahead and pick this one up because the price was right, and I really was impressed with the quality. I'm having trouble talking today. And so for that reason, I picked it up, and I thought that, you know, it will kind of ease my desire for this puffy bag. And I do have to tell you that it was really, really beautiful. Like, it feels as soft as the leather on the YSL bag, and I'm just, you know, I'm blown away by that, because it was, you know, a fraction of the price of a YSL, and certainly a fraction of the price of a Chanel 19. So if you are someone who likes a good quality bag but you don't want to spend thousands of dollars, I would definitely recommend this one. As you saw, I do like to tie a little bow around the handle. I just think it dresses it up so nicely, and because I had this on hand and it matches perfectly, I went ahead and did that. So now I'm going to cut away to everything that fits inside the bag, and then we'll talk. Okay, so here's my bag, and we're going to see what fits. This is everything that I'm going to attempt to put inside. I shouldn't have any problem at all. So I'm going to start with some of the things that I don't use as much. I'm going to do a hairbrush, put it right in. Lip gloss goes in the bottom. Hand cream fits right inside. Mince. And then this is a Coach pouch that has a lot of coupons and so forth in it. So I'm going to put that in there because I don't use that as much either. Maybe lay it down flat on the bottom. Then my YSL card holder. My reading glasses. I also attach my pen there just so I can find it more easily. Then I have a toiletry case. This just has a compact mirror and a couple of lipsticks in it. So that's going in. As well as my 6-ring key holder. Goes in very nicely. My my wallet. And finally my sunglass holder. And normally I would put my phone either on the top, or I would slide it into the pocket in the back, but I am using the phone to film at the moment. So that is it. Everything goes in very easily, and I still have plenty of room if I picked something up or needed to stash something in there quickly. Okay, so as you can see, just about everything that you could possibly want can fit in this bag. I can't think of too many other things that could actually be necessary. Maybe if you wanted to, you could put a small water bottle in there. And to be honest with you, I have it fully packed right now, and I actually think that a small water bottle would be able to fit in there too if I laid it on the top. The bag itself is pretty lightweight. I did not mention that. It is certainly not going to be the lightest bag ever because it is a leather bag, but it is not that heavy compared to some of your other leather bags, and for that I'm really pleased. And then of course you have the very adjustable strap here, so if you wanted to wear it crossbody, you certainly could. It's not terribly bulky, so it's not going to stick out a ton. If you did want to just crossbody it, I don't think that that would be my preferred way of carrying it. I've spoken so many times about this before. I prefer to carry a bag over my shoulder or on my hand, but every once in a while you just need to get it out of the way, and it's so nice to have that option on a bag. When you have the adjustability, you can actually throw it over your shoulders if you really needed to have both of your hands free or to get the bag out of your way without having to actually put it down. So lots of positive points about this beautiful little bag, and again, I could definitely recommend it. As far as this color goes, or even the lime green color, if you're looking into that, I feel like they're just such fun colors, and they also are surprisingly versatile. So I went with the purple. I tend to wear more cool tones, more neutral tones in my wardrobe. I'm not a big like orangey brown, kind of yellowy type of person. I go more for black, white, blue, certain cool greens and things. So I feel like this bag was a perfect match for me, and I feel like probably if you're someone who likes more of those warmer tones, you can definitely pick up that green bag, which is still available. But the color is going to be something that you really are not going to struggle with that much. I thought initially, oh, it's just going to be like a fun little bag for the summertime, but in reality, I can actually picture this with a beautiful black outfit, black coat, black trousers and sweater, and then the pop of color coming from this beautiful bag in the middle of winter. I think that would be a great look. I have worn it with jeans, I have worn it with sundresses, and so far I have not struggled at all trying to match this bag. So it was just a really nice addition to my collection. I just felt like I needed something a little bit different color-wise. Obviously the black was available, and that would be like a no-brainer to get the black, but to be honest with you, I have a black Speedy, which I feel is very similar to this, and I probably would end up picking up the Speedy if I was going for that look. So I went ahead with the purple color, and I'm very happy with it. Right now, I don't think the purple is available anymore, but with Coach, they come and go in stock, so I would always check back if I were you. But if you are someone who's interested in the green or the black, and you're hesitating, I would say do not hesitate, because the bag is a really beautiful bag, really well made, and I think it will be a perfect addition to your handbag collection. So that is it for my review of my Rowan Satchel. If you have any comments or questions, do leave them down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in my next video, guys. Take care.